But episode 3 of the bulk is the bulk itself. I will be doing a full day of eating. The food isn't exact, but it's usually around 4,500, sometimes 5,000 if I fit an extra sandwich or two in. Meal number 1. But so meal number 1, I'm honestly trying to change up recently because it just doesn't work well for me. I don't know, I get tired of protein oats really quickly. Everything else just doesn't go down very well, so this meal often changes. I've got to track this, hold up. So that's 135 grams of oats. That's 300 exactly. 300 mils of fat-free milk. Oh, it's not an autofocus, hold up. 300 mils of fat-free milk because I am slightly allergic to dairy. Just slightly, it just messes up my stomach. It doesn't do anything too bad. And then for flavor, I'll add some honey. So this breakfast I'm honestly changing up all the time because it just, I feel like nothing works with this. Like it doesn't digest properly, or it's not high in protein or whatever. I mean, this isn't really high in protein. I mean, it's oats, so yeah, it's got some protein, but it's not even that high in protein. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Meal 1 does not have any eggs because that's meal 3, and meal 1 also must not have any protein powder because that is when I have my protein shake later and I can't waste my materials. That's about 20 grams of honey, and we licks the spoon for good luck. And that's pretty much it. If I'm feeling fancy, I might put some blueberries in, specifically frozen. I'll unfreeze them so they get like juicy, and then I'll put them in there. But today I'm feeling lazy, so I'm just going to do this. Meal number 1 is 20 grams of honey, 130 grams of oats, 300 mils of fat-free milk, and it adds up to 694 calories, 33 grams of protein, 116 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. I'm going to down this and get back to you guys for meal number 2. Meal number 1, please let me know in the comments if you have any ideas, because I'm really sick and tired of this meal. It gets really annoying. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this meal out of the way in order to start my day. But once this is done, then the rest I will look forward to. But this is kind of a bit of a hurdle I have to get over. Kind of have to force it down. But that's the reality of bulking, I guess. But I guess I'll throw a quick time lapse. Meal number 1, down the hatch. I'll put the total macros and calories and everything information here. On to meal number 2, smoothie time. Right, the first ingredient is water. Wow, how did you guess? Next up is 1 banana. This is like a medium-sized banana. Break this up into smaller pieces like so. Oh, that splashed everywhere. Oh my gosh, this banana is just not peeling properly, bro. Next up, I'll add some ice just to make it a bit cooler, because having this thing warm or lukewarm is not nice, like at all. It's actually stiff, not gonna lie. Next up, we have some creatine monohydrate. I have monohydrate because monohydrate is more researched and more trustable than the other forms of creatine. So 1 scoop of that goes in there because I'm not loading. Then I'll have 2 scoops of vegan protein powder. The reason I have vegan rather than whey is because something in whey gets me really bad acne, so I avoid that. And that's about it for the shake, so I'll just blend this up and eat it. I might add a little bit of peanut butter. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Actually, you know what? Let me add peanut butter. This is 100% natural, no sugar, no stabilizers, no preservatives, everything else useless that I don't care about. And I'll be putting about a teaspoon of that in. Actually, let me measure this. Okay, way more than 5 grams. Come on, at least 10 grams. 12 grams. I'll lick the spoon for extra luck. Solid, tasty. Hey Keisha. Okay, so this meal turns out is a very low 345 calories. But that's right, I'm not too worried about getting this meal very high in calories because it is more like a snack than a meal, so whatever. 15 grams of peanut butter, 1 medium banana, and 2 scoops of protein powder, and some ice. And I put a little bit of salt in too because it helps with the peanut butter in terms of taste, but also helps with like electrolytes and stuff like that, as I've heard. So it's not like it's gonna kill me if I do it, so it can only benefit me, so whatever. I did that. I'll put the macronutrients over here for this meal, but otherwise I'm gonna chug the smoothie down and I'll get to you for meal number 3. third meal of the day is scrambled egg and couscous. This is honestly my favorite or second favorite meal of the day. This is so good. I just love the egg and the couscous. It's just, I have a combination of Prego and tomato sauce in here. And for you Americans, ketchup, but we didn't say ketchup here. This meal consists of 3 double yolk eggs, which are pretty much just 2 eggs in one, and 2 normal eggs. So I would count that as about, not quite 8, but like 7 eggs. So it's pretty much 7 eggs and 120 grams of couscous measured dry. I gotta stop talking again into this because my mouth is just drooling. So good after I've gotten the couscous out of my braces. Oh my gosh, this meal comes in so clutch. I've literally been eating the same thing every single day for like at least 2 or 3 months. Even on my cut for my competition, except it wasn't as many eggs, and sometimes I took out the couscous because I've gone carb free. But I kept this meal going through majority of the prep and every single day since. So this meal comes in clutch. So if you're looking for a good eggy kind of meal, just chuck some scrambled egg and some couscous and put some tomato sauce in it. So in terms of meal timings for the first 3, I wake up at about 7:30. So meal 1 will be 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. I like to wake up a bit before eating my first meal, otherwise it really won't go down. Like I said earlier with meal 1, it's quite a forced meal, so the last thing I want to do is wake up and eat a meal that I don't even enjoy. So meal 1 will be about 8 o'clock, meal 2 will be at about 10 o'clock, then meal 3, which is this meal, will be about 12 o'clock, and then I'll head to gym 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere on there. And sometimes I'll have like a rice cake or 2 before going to the gym with my pre-workout, and then head to gym. Today I'm doing legs, so wish me luck. Meal number 4, we have chicken and rice. Classical gym bro meal. This is 230 grams of chicken breast as well as 200 grams of rice. The reason why I don't do much chicken breast is because I just cooked up 1 because I don't want to cook up too many, because then I consume too many and then my parents complain about the food budget. So meal number 4 is just a simple chicken breast and rice with chicken cooked with a lot of spice obviously, and it's really tasty and really simple. Good old chicken rice can never disappoint. Alright, meal number 4, again absolutely fire. Chicken and rice is just better than any oats kind of breakfast I can make. Not much to say about that. I'll put the macros for meal number 4 right over here, but on to meal number 5, which is dinner. Alright, ending it off with meal number 5, I eat whatever my mom makes. My mom is a healthy cook. She's not someone who just cooks up oily chips every day. And because of me, she makes sure that there's a lot of protein in. For example, what we're having tonight is, I'll throw up a video clip, we're having a beef stew soup kind of thing. And I must have had 3 bowls of it. So I must have had at least, now this is estimating, about 60 grams of protein. Maybe 50. Actually no, maybe that's underestimating because there's a lot of beef in that. 70. I'll say 70 grams. Just going shy. I'm going shy on this. And calories was definitely in the 1,000. So that meal must have been 1,000 calories with about 70 grams of protein, which, thinking now, sounds about like the normal kind of meal I have for dinner. So even though it's not something I normally eat, the macros appear to be similar to the regular dinner I have. That is the full day of eating. I'll put all the macronutrients and the calories and everything here. But I guess thanks guys for watching, and I will see you for an arm day.